Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today we are actually, well, let me show you my mainstay tool bench. This is my red rolling tool tray. I'm sure you've seen these on eBay and Amazon and everything else. And, they're about $100 or whatever, and they work out pretty good. But today I just got the new Eastwood rolling shop cart, which I'm kind of excited about because one thing is the limitation on this like red cart is doesn't go up and down. So if I'm like sitting on a crawler or doing something where I got to get down low, I don't have the ability to raise that tray up and down. But this, I think I'm going to have that ability. So I'm going to run through, show what it's like to unbox it, and then basically put it together, and we go from there. So. Let's see the back side. Definitely some better days. Basically, I guess you're getting the bottom frame. One of the upright pieces. Actually, it might be the bottom tray. And that is the upright. A lot of extra cardboard. Those are all the casters. All those little pieces there. And all the casters. Some more cardboard. And that looks like the tray. Which actually, I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. It comes with a mat. I wasn't sure it actually came with a mat. I don't remember seeing that in the videos or instructions that I saw on this thing. So. Alright, comes with the instructions, which is always very helpful. Alright, doesn't look like it's too complicated. That's kind of like the blow up on all the parts that are going to be included. Gives you kind of step-by-step instructions. So overall, not too bad so far. So let's go step by step. Actually, I want us to take the first upright piece. And that's going to be part B. All right, Brian from Garage Mahal. I just got done putting this Eastwood rolling shop tray together, and I gotta tell you, I wanted to love this. I really did, because one of the main features it has is something that your standard little red rolling tool trays doesn't have. Is it has the ability to kind of basically go all the way down or all the way back up again, as long as you don't have like a grinder on it. But why do I have a grinder? Glad you asked. Well, for starters, you need a 19 millimeter wrench to get to the casters. Let me just pick you up and I'll show you a little bit closer so you can kind of know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you have a standard 19 millimeter wrench, it doesn't fit in that tubing. There's no way that thing's going to fit in there. You know what I'm saying? So what I ended up using was a 19 millimeter shallow with a 17 millimeter wrench, because that's the lowest profile tool I could actually get to use on this. However, to get in there and to get it tight, once I got it tight, I couldn't get this out. So I ended up having to cut with my grinding tool a little slot on every single end, thus killing the integrity of the whole bench, just so I could get my tool out. Now, if you look at Garage Mahal, I have quite the arsenal of tools available to me. And I even have benches over on this side of the garage. I mean, I have just about everything you need to disassemble a car, put a car back together again. But evidently, not this rolling tool tray. So my first impression of this thing is, I would say avoid it at all costs, because it's a nightmare. Now I'm going to have to spot weld those little flanges to get the thing to be stable, because now I'm worried about like putting any type of weight on that and that thing bending over on me. Not only that, I had to use a pair of vice grips to hang on to the casters to tighten them down, because if you look at the height that's in there, I mean, there's no tool except for really thin, those cheap freebie tools that they send you, which they didn't send. There's no toolkit included. And if they had those little thin sheet metal wrenches, maybe this job would have been a lot easier. But looking in the instructions, they don't even show where they would have tools that they would send with this. So I've seen the quick little infomercials that Eastwood's put out there for this. And I mean, even there, you can tell that there's absolutely no room to get a tool in there. So let me put you back up here. So while I am not about bashing a product, okay. So anyway, I'm about saving you time and money. And this thing, this rolling tray by Eastwood, it's not gonna do either for you. It's gonna get you aggravated. It's gonna get you upset. And I can't believe that not that I fell for it, but I saw the infomercial. I'm like, hey, I like the fact that I can adjust this thing to a lot of different heights. There's even jobs where I need it at this level because I'm working on a truck or something and I don't want to keep bending down and grabbing my tool tray. If it's at that level, then we're cool. But I don't know if the convenience of just that part going up and down outweighs the fact that I'm going to have to weld this. I'm actually going to have to weld the bottom pieces on here to actually make it stable and functional. And again, I'm not about bashing Eastwood. I'm sure they make a lot of other great products. This happened to be my first purchase from them, and I gotta be honest with you, it's probably gonna be my last, and I'm not gonna recommend Eastwood to any of my followers out there, because this, if any of their other stuff is like this, you are just gonna get aggravated putting it together and or using it. And quite frankly, I'm a little worried for people's safety actually using this thing. I'm concerned for my own safety using this thing because I just can't believe how terribly designed that actually was. And I've gone on way too long about this. But anyway, this thing from Eastwood, I don't recommend. Stay away from it. Be safe. Brian from Garage Hall. Sorry I went ranting on about this, but that is one tool tray that I'm absolutely sorry I purchased. Anyway, have a great day. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching and subscribing.